Picture this. You're scrolling through your latest blog. Suddenly a DM pops up. Your heart races as you read. Remove those images immediately or face legal action. Panic sets in. What just happened? Today we're diving into the wild world of blogging legality, starting with my own close call with copyright infringement. Ready to protect your content and sleep easier at night? Let's go. This is what I was messaged on Instagram. The girl said, "Hi, flattered that you reposted my photo. I appreciate that you gave credit. However, I do charge $50 per post/repost for the time and skill it takes to produce my content. I accept payment via PayPal or Venmo. If you'd like to continue using my photo for your social media platform, thanks." Now, I was like, "Oop, my bad. I messed up." I said, "Hi, okay, I'll take it down. You create beautiful photos." She said, "Thanks so much. Hope we can work together in the future." This could have turned out different. But apparently I didn't learn my lesson the first time because I did it again, and you could get in legal trouble for using people's photos without permission. And these weren't like photos from just basic regular product photos. And then the other one was when I started my shop, the girl said, "Hey there, I noticed you used some pictures of Narlo that I made and belong to my shop. I would appreciate if you take them down from your website and Instagram. Thanks in advance." Like, both of these people were very nice about it. I'm sure she was upset because she's like, "I made these photos and they're on your website." Honestly, she was right. It's very messed up. I messed up and I apologized. "Hi, which photos are they? I'll take them down." Just not being rude, being kind. "I'm at an event. I'll take them down this evening." She said, "No problem. Thank you." I double checked and this is the only one. So it was this image and I took it down. Can I use images on your blog? Yes, you can. Let's get into it. So when using images on your blog, you need permission from the copyright holder to use an image on your blog unless it's in the public domain. You can get permission by asking the creator or owner of the image. So there's obviously websites like Unsplash, Free Pick or Pick. I'll put some on the screen that you can use where you can use those images for free. Some of them you have to give credit, some of them you don't. Fair use. You can use an image without permission if it's for purposes like commentary or criticism. With blogging, it's a little bit different. Attribution, if you do get permission to use the image, then you have to attribute the source in the image caption or somewhere else on the page. So just saying where image came from or who took it or who created the image. You can even link back in the caption. You can also put a link to the original image. Then you can get licensing. You can use the filter function in search engines to find licensed images. You can use the Library of Congress. Now, if you put a copyright image up and you think, "Oh, no one's gonna know, no one's gonna see it," right? There are tools like Google search by image and Tiny Eye where someone can reverse image search to find where that images are being used. So they can regularly search to see, hey, are people using my images without my permission or without attribution, without saying who made the image or who originally made this image? Okay. There are two ways you can legally and ethically use images that are under copyright. So you can ask for permission. When you've been granted permission, you have to include a note in the caption to attribute the source. And I highly recommend creating a backlink to the original image. 2, if your use of the image falls under fair use. This will only be the case if you are using the image for purposes such as commentary or criticism, like product reviews. Even if you are permitted to use copyright images, you should not alter them without permission, apart from resizing, and avoid featuring them too prominently on your website within Power Palette. I'm doing product reviews, especially for smaller. I do large brands, but I usually do smaller brands, and they were thankful to have the media coverage, and I would just put pictures of their products in the blog posts, not pictures from some random person on Instagram holding the product, but their actual images from their company website. And then I would review it or tell you about the ingredients or what's so amazing about the brand. The brands that I put on my website are not to criticize them. I'm putting them on my website because I want the readers to have another option of an amazing company to use, amazing products to use. And honestly, just take your own photos. If you're doing a blog where you're reviewing products, either use the products directly from the company's website, not the Instagram photos, but the product photos from their website. Sometimes the companies will even have a press kit or media kit where they have all the images, all the videos of their products that you can literally download and use. You can even email the company and ask them if they have anything like that, especially if it's like a smaller company. They'll definitely let you use their stuff. You just link it back to their website. because you're reviewing them. If you're just starting out and you don't have money to review products, you could start with travel size products. You could go to different stores that sell travel size products and just grab some of the travel size and try it. And when you take a picture of it, it's not gonna look travel size. Just lay it out flat or whatever and make it look pretty. What legal pages should you have? So it's all about transparency and trust. We're not trying to deceive people, and it's about serving. If you have a blog, it's about serving the readers. If you have an e-commerce business or something, then it's about your customers or your clients. You can just Google what type of legal pages you need for your website, but the main ones are privacy policy, cookies. P&C is terms and conditions, which is basically a contract with your readers, a contract with anyone who goes onto your website and the rules of your website. You have to have a disclaimer, a general, and then if you're doing affiliate links, you have to have a disclaimer for affiliate links. You need an FTC disclosure and a copyright notice. The FTC is the Federal Trade Commission. We're going to start with legal pages. My website is on Squarespace. If you guys don't know, I started this blog in 2017. When I was posting consistently, I had thousands of readers every month. I had over 900,000 monthly views on Pinterest. I almost hit 1 million. But then I got married and had 3 kids back to back. So we're just going to do all this together. We're going to rebuild together, revamp, rebuild. Even if you're starting a new brand, I want to be helpful with giving you advice and bringing you value. We're going to start with the privacy policy. Here we go, privacy policy. So basically, this is if you have Squarespace, but any website builder, you just add a page. Don't add it to your main navigation or your menu. It would just be an extra page that's not linked. See, I tried to do this in April, but it's now June. These are the problems I've been running into. This is my privacy policy. The way to get some of these policies is you would search the website, Squarespace, privacy policy template. Here we go. Sample messages for your privacy policy. It tells you how to use it before you begin, and then depending on what all you use or don't use, that changes what you would put in your privacy policy. You can do the same thing for Wix. Shopify has a builder as well. Wix privacy policy template. Boom, creating up a privacy policy. See, so they have some templates, or they just explain like what to write. See, here's an example of what to put. It depends on what you're doing on your website. And then Shopify privacy policy generator. Yeah, I think Shopify has generators. Let me see. Yeah, free template. I'm not giving you legal advice. Also, I went to this one girl's website and I got a template for privacy policy. Basically, there was a disclaimer saying, oh, you can't use this for your website, because she didn't want to be liable for anything. So just do it like this, or I recommend using DeepSeek. I do not use ChatGPT because it was the NSA, like they're working with the NSA or something now. Everything that you put into ChatGPT is being monitored. It's being collected, and it never goes away. And there's agencies that are looking into and monitoring what people are doing. Now, DeepSeek, I don't think is as protected either. If you want something really open and not collecting your data, there's one called Venice. Yeah, Venice AI. This is private and uncensored, unrestricted, private. So to create a DeepSeek account, you go to deepseek.com, you hit start now, you click on that, and you'll create a login, or you can log in with Google, and then you can just ask it what you want. So we are going to say, write me, you can use the exact template if you want. If you're a blog that sells products, then you can use this. But I would cater it to what type of website you have. I put write a privacy policy for a blog website hosted on Squarespace in the USA that also sells physical products. And I said add GDPR clauses to address EU audiences. So if you have customers or an audience in Europe, then I would add this as well. And then just send that on in and see what it comes up with. And it tells you what it's thinking on the back end, which I like. It even says it's not legal advice, consult a lawyer. It shows you where to put your blog name, your date, the date it was last updated. So that's basically what I have on mine. Now, if you really want a pre-packaged legal agreement from a lawyer, this website, Erica's Assistant, Plug and Law, these are lawyer-approved legal templates to legally protect your business. So if you do want to go that route, you definitely can, and this is a great tool and resource for that. All right, so privacy policy is done. What's next? Terms and conditions. I would just continue in the same chat here now, right? Terms and conditions policy for the same Squarespace blog. I would just copy all of this and paste it. As long as your behind is covered. We're doing it the right way and not being deceitful. I'm just gonna add a blank. Is this a blank page? Yeah, a blank page. Terms and conditions. Excuse me. Boom. I haven't been on Squarespace in so long. I just need text, bro. Just text. Is this add a blank section? Yeah. Edit section? Or no, add block. Oh, man. It's been so long. Text. There we go. I almost forgot how to do this. Let's center this. Then we're gonna paste. Big A boom. And then you just insert all your information. Empower. Palette. Last updated. What is it? June 12th, 2025. And the effective date is the same. Boom. The website URL. And so forth. I'm just going to save these and come back to them. But make sure you read all of your policies. You need to read them. We need to be reading things. One, so you won't miss any portion where you need to insert your information. And two, this is your website. This is your baby. You need to know what's on it. You need to understand how these things work so that we can protect ourselves. Let's save that for later. I can format it and make it look pretty too. All right, next page is a disclaimer. I'm just gonna keep it basic. Write a disclaimer for the website. Write a general disclaimer for my blog website. All right, so all these pages, all these policies that you're making, they're going to be at the bottom. We're going to make links to it at the bottom of the page so they're easily accessible. This is a general disclaimer. No professional advice, product use and liability, things that we're not liable for, right? People can't sue you for these things because you're not liable for it. Accuracy of information, external links, affiliate disclosure. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Testimonials and reviews. If you have reviews and testimonials on your website, especially if you have products. Limitation of liability, warranties, jurisdiction, that would be dependent on where you live. Contact information. A note, affiliates. If using affiliate programs like Amazon Associates, include their required disclosure language. So depending on who you're an affiliate with, they have certain requirements for how you disclose that you're an affiliate. Your blog name, privacy policy, terms, and disclaimer. So again, we're going to copy and paste all of this into a page. Disclaimer. Perfect. Paste. And then again, I'll edit this later. By the time I put this video up, it will be completely done. When you put your site footer, it's basically the thing that you see on every page of your website. So copyrights, yeah, I haven't even changed any of this. It's the year's halfway through. So I put copyright, it's a copyright symbol. When you have your own website and you write posts, there's a implied copyright. You don't need to apply for a copyright. Oh, it's reserved. Also put without prejudice. And then you can put your disclaimers. So, privacy, policy. Terms. And disclaimer. Boom. And then we'll just link it to privacy policy. Boom. We don't want it to open in a new tab. You can link this to the terms and conditions page. And the disclaimer. That is done. See? It seems really complicated, but we can make it quick, fast, and easy. Painless. Okay. Copyright notice. Yes, forgot about that word. All right. So protected materials include blog content, product designs, packaging descriptions, website design, layout and graphics, logos, branding elements, and slogans. You may share posts and excerpts with clear attribution. You may not republish, sell, or modify any content products without written permission. Yeah, scrape. You definitely don't want bots scraping your website. Duplicate or exploit site content using automated tools. Copyright infringement. Unauthorized use will be pursued legally. I would put the copyright in the footer as well. You want to make it as clear as possible. You don't want to hide some of the legal stuff, especially the affiliate disclosures. It looks ugly. It feels unnatural, but you have to do it. You'll get over it. It's okay. You'll be okay. It's to make sure that you're protected and your customers and your readers are protected. Actually, I'm just going to highlight copyright. And then we get to the copyright notice page. Also got to take this out. It's too much going on. Okay, much better. Save. Exit. One thing before we finish. Any countries that you service, any countries that read your blog or that you ship orders to, I would check if there's any laws or compliance that's needed in your policy based on those countries. So I would ask, deep seek that. And then also if you use third-party plugins, you'd have to put that in your policies If you use Google Analytics, AdSense, if you run ads, things like that, you have to put that in your policies. Next topic is affiliate links. How do you say this is an affiliate link or a sponsored post? First off, you have to tell your readers, the people who go on your website, if you have affiliate links, because you could get in deep trouble from the FTC for not disclosing that information. Well, the way that affiliates work is I have an agreement with Burt's Bees saying, hey, if I send customers your way, people who actually buy the product, I can get a percentage back from those sales. You actually sign a contract electronically with them so that you won't abuse their products, you won't mislead people or anything like that. When someone clicks on a link on your website, that's when it uses cookies, and the cookies follow you. So Burt's Bees knows where the sale came from. If Veronica clicks on the link and places an order, Burt's Bees can track it through cookies, knowing that she came from my website and I get money back from the sale. If you're in the US, the FTC is what regulates how you disclose your affiliate links. And then places like Amazon also have requirements for how you disclose your affiliate links. They have it on their website, Disclosures 101 for social media influencers. And this changes over time. So you might want to check on it every once in a while. You have to disclose when you have any financial, employment, personal, or family relationship with a brand. Financial relationships aren't limited to money. Disclose a relationship if you got anything of value to mention a product. If you received free product, you weren't paid or anything, you have to disclose that. If your cousin is the CEO of Sprouts grocery store and you're mentioning them, talking about, oh yeah, go here, I buy these products from Sprouts all the time, you have to disclose that you have a familial relationship to the brand. So if you're not in the US, I would look to see who governs your disclosures for social media and for affiliate marketing. Now, when I first started doing this, it's just so ugly when you go on the page and it's affiliate links and stuff. At first, I wanted to put it at the bottom of my blog post because I've seen people do that. Don't do it. Just put it right at the top. It is what it is. And people will still buy, especially if they trust you, they trust your opinion, and they know that you're not swindling them. That's why I said it's all about transparency and trust and not trying to deceive people. So you can place affiliate disclosures at the beginning of your blog post. That's what I do. And before any affiliate links. And then what we also need to do is create a full disclosure on my homepage. So right here, like see, these are some of my favorite companies, some of my favorite brands. And I highlighted and I put contains affiliates. Contains affiliates. So people know, hey, this is an affiliate link. And then if I go to blog beauty, at the top I have more affiliate links, but I highlight that these links contain affiliate links, and these are products that I really love. And then if you click on a post, let me just go home, click on a post. This is my statement. Disclosure. I only highlight companies and products that align with Empower Palettes values and or I personally use. This blog may receive a commission from purchasers through some or all of the links in this post, because not all of my links are affiliate links. To shop some of the brands I love, check out the shop page. So this is where I sell physical products like this, the body scrub. So I'm very transparent about what, here we go. Do you sell or do you make money? All right, so this is what I had written. Yes, I am in the beginning stages, about $200 a month of generating income from the shop and affiliate links. I actually started the shop like right before I quit blogging, so I didn't make much money from it. I actually lost money. Empower Palette receives a commission from purchases through some of the links on my blog. I only highlight companies and products that align with Empower Palette's values and or I personally use. The affiliate networks I use are Skimlinks, ShareSale, Impact, and GoAF which I have to update these. I'm going to update these as well. But just being transparent. There's nothing to hide. And if you're not hiding stuff, I think people will support you more. Do you sell products? Yes. I do sell products. The disclaimer page, basically you can link the disclosure to the disclaimer page, which includes the affiliate disclosure. So I would remove the part where it says if applicable because we do have affiliate links. And then I would ask create a full affiliate disclosure. So let's say this is what I have now. This is the disclosure, right? A full affiliate disclosure to put on my disclaimer page. Let's see what it does with that. Wow, this is long. Preserves your authentic voice and values-driven approach. I love that DeepSeek can see that from my writing. Okay. It incorporated my existing language, so last updated with the date. Our philosophy, I only highlight companies and products that align with Enviropel's values and or I personally use. Every brand, product, or service featured is rigorously vetted for ethical practices and mission alignment, which is true. Personal testing and satisfaction. We never accept compensation for positive reviews. This blog may receive a commission from purchases through some or all of the links in this post. Okay, so based on what I wrote, it breaks down even further specifically what that means so that a reader can't be confused about what I'm trying to say for legal purposes. It breaks down how that works. We earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Transparency. Affiliate content is marked with disclosures and posts. The link icon or bold text near links. Commission support blog operations and content creation. That is true. Because your girl gotta get paid. So we're gonna edit this. Boom. Wow, okay. Yep, I'll have to fix this later. Save that. So now we got our affiliate legalities figured out. Painless, not that hard. I did want to point out for the FTC requirement, there's clear pre-click disclosures. They know before they click. And I have my earnings reports in the facts. I highly recommend putting how much you make. It is what it is. Even these large corporations, they have earnings reports. You can know how much they make. That information is public. You see it in news articles because they have to share that information for legalities and for compliance. Is this the most fun thing? No. But is it done? Yes. And will it take you long? No. So we can do it again. What is next, girl? Cookies. We open one of them cookies? Do you need a cookie man? Yes. Listen. Nobody likes all these pop-ups on these websites. Nobody likes a whole bunch of pop-ups. Nobody likes when your whole website got 25 million ads on it and you can't even scroll without clicking on a Honda vehicle. But listen, you need the cookies. You need a cookie. And that's how you make money. If you have affiliate links, the cookies is what lets the company know he led them there and how much you gonna get paid. And a lot of the cookies, they'll last for a month, 30 days. So say somebody clicks on, I'll use the Burt's Bees example again. So Miss Veronica, she clicked on the link from Burt's Bees because her lips are chapped and her face is dry, or she needs some bed sheets for her babies because they got good bed sheets for babies. She buys some stuff, you get paid, okay? But if she doesn't buy something that day when she clicks on the link, say she buys something 20 days later, if the cookies last for 30 days and she buys within that 30-day window, you still gonna get the money, okay? So you need to be transparent with the cookies as well. All right, cookies is pretty simple. Depending on which website you're on, it's there. You could probably even search for it, honestly. Let me see. Yeah. So there's a search bar here. I'm sure with other hosts, with other website builders, you can just search it. So I can search cookie. Boom. So we got the cookie banner. So that's just how it looks on your website. The banner that people have to click on. Or sometimes you don't have to click on anything. And then the cookies and data privacy. So we're going to go to the settings first. Are we displaying the banner? Yes. Okay, so this needs to be green or whatever, however, check mark, whatever it is on your website. It's not the cutest thing, but that's okay. So you can have accept, you can change the text. I'm sure it's like this on the whole website. You want the decline button. Do we like the decline button? No, we do not. But we gotta give people options. I put the manage cookies button so people can decide what options they want. And then the disclaimer text. I think they automatically put something in there. You could use DeepSeek to create a sentence or two to put in there, or you could come up with your own thing. And then your layout, make it look how you want to make it. Activity log. So it shows whatever's done, it shows it in the analytics. Non-essential cookies. Some regions require you to get consent before non-essential cookies are placed. So if the website doesn't need that information to run, you're not going to get that information unless they consent. What was the other one? Cookie banner. I already have mine, how I want it to look, but you can change the colors and all that, this, that, and the third. So that's done. See? We're checking things off. With the exception and decline and manage the cookies, you're just giving people a chance to protect their privacy and to comply with data privacy laws and to also share what type of security you have on your website, how secure your website is. And there's different organizations. There's GDPR, those are for European citizens, CCPA, this is for California, PIPEDA, this is for what, Canada, right? Yes. Depending on what country you're in, where you live, I would apply those laws to my policies and my cookie banner. All right, next are confirmation emails necessary. Building an email list can be hard. It doesn't have to be hard, but it definitely seems hard, especially now. It's much harder to capture people's attention. And when you get an email, say you give out a freebie or you sell a product and you just want them to automatically be subscribed and sign up to your list and rack up those numbers and get people to buy more things from you or invest in you or whatever, having people not confirm that they wanted to be on the email list just causes problems. So there's people who can accidentally subscribe. There's people who they only subscribed for that one thing and they don't want any more emails from you. They just wanted that freebie. And instead of unsubscribing, they just keep getting your emails. They're unread and it brings down your stats for the amount of emails that are opened. But when you have somebody confirm that they want to be subscribed, then you have a person who takes action. They obviously care or they're invested or they find value in you. They're more likely to buy into whatever you're selling. So I highly recommend doing confirmation emails. And there's a lot of people who don't confirm emails, but it's for your benefit. It's to protect your sender reputation. It helps you avoid spam traps, spam complaints. Once your email starts getting into spam, people spam, it's very hard to get out. I have a Gmail account and there's times where I go to check my spam and some of the emails that are in my spam are regular emails, like even people that I subscribe to, but because I guess I wasn't opening their emails, they ended up in spam, or maybe someone reported them and put them in spam, and you don't want that. The people who double opt in and click yes, I confirm, yes, I do want to be subscribed, they're engaged. They will not only open an email from you, but they'll take action. They'll click on the email, which the amount of people who do that are much less. So you might as well weed out the people who are going to do that for you from the beginning. With EP, one of the things I did when I first started was a huge giveaway, and I used some type of game. It was like an arcade game. The more things you do, the more points you get, and there was a leaderboard, and whoever ended up at the top of the leaderboard when the giveaway ended won. But all those people who subscribed to my email for the giveaway, a lot of them never even opened one email after that. I had to clean my list and unsubscribe a whole bunch of people. I think I sent an email saying, okay, do you want to be unsubscribed or something like that? I don't remember. Or I just unsubscribed people because they never even opened one email that I sent. It sets the tone for future interactions and reassures customers. Sometimes when you sign up for something and then you don't get an email or you're like waiting for email, what's going on? So this way they get some type of confirmation. In many jurisdictions, requiring email confirmation when signing up for a service is considered a legal best practice, particularly when sending marketing emails, as it ensures explicit consent from the user and helps prevent sending emails to individuals who did not intentionally sign up, which can be considered a violation of privacy laws. It gives you proof of consent. We're not the ones who are supposed to be starting the problems, instigating the problems, and if something happens, and you own up to it. You apologize and you pivot. You repent, you change, you change your ways. Philippians 2:14 says, do everything without grumbling or arguing so that we can be blameless. He wants the church to be blameless in the world. As children of God, we're supposed to be blameless and pure. And we're combining our faith with our business and our mamahood and our wifehood, and we're gonna make this work. Things are gonna shift, things are gonna change, and we're gonna help out our families, help grow up kingdom businesses. We're gonna be fruitful and we're gonna multiply in Jesus' name. I love you, ladies. Watch this video next. I quit blogging for 3 years. Here's why I'm back and what I've learned.